Rain can only become a flood one drop at a time. But when it comes to the massive floods in this video, sometimes there's no chance for warnings at all. The rolling torrents of this flood in Kashmir are truly something to behold. When cars start piling up in the streets, you know it's no ordinary flood. Yes, this may look like a Louisiana swamp, but before the flood, it was dry as a bone. Usually, this small village in the Alps is a quiet and tranquil place. Not today, though. This man captures the moment this dam breaks due to large flooding. At first, he seems terrifyingly close, but hey, that's an impressive zoom. It's frightening how quickly these cars stop driving and start floating. One of those times when you're really glad you didn't buy a ground floor apartment. No, you're not watching a fast-flowing river. This is a result of the Japanese tsunami back in 2011. Not quite a tsunami this time, but a wave big enough to immediately clear this South American beach resort. When water does this to a bridge, you can officially describe it as a flood. Just like an annoyingly over-familiar relative, floodwaters won't bother knocking before they enter your home. This place is called Bikini Beach, but it definitely wasn't bikini weather on this day. A canyon suddenly becomes the setting for a raging river. Whatever the metal thing is, it's going on a long journey. From this angle, you really get a new sense of the awesome power that floodwaters have behind them. The terrible flooding in Kenya and the efforts of those who came together to help. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when a landslide collides with a river. How powerful is water? Well, it can crush a camper van like a tin can. It started off looking like a misplaced waterfall, and then this happened. Take a good look at this road, because it's about to be a distant memory. A terrifying spectacle as this water devours everything in its path. On this night, residents of the idyllic Italian region of Tuscany awoke to a nightmare. This peaceful, gently flowing stream has no concept of what's about to hit it. can anyone explain to me why it's only pouring out of one apartment? We've seen bridges collapse, but this deluge has decided to take the entire bridge with it. Simply slicing through the road like a hot knife through butter. Right by an electrical substation. And if there's one thing that doesn't mix, it's water and electricity. The elderly couple who owned this house were evacuated only minutes before this was shot. Imagine being stuck in that car. What would you even do in this situation? Buildings are simply swept away without even leaving a hint that they ever existed. It didn't even take the floodwaters a second to decimate the bridge. Once the foundations have been washed away, the result is inevitable. Don't you think the cameraman would have been much more useful helping to hold the door? Even a massive 18-wheeler truck is capable of becoming a plaything of nature.
Get out!
The raw power of the water seen in this footage is quite unlike anything we've seen so far. As you can see, this was once a vibrant city street, but not any longer. The speed with which a flash flood arrives never ceases to be amazing. Yes, it's only a matter of time until there's no road left to park on. If you hadn't seen the floodwater, you'd think someone had taken a bite out of the road. People watching from the other side are as convinced of what's going to happen as we are. This was the dramatic result of the equally dramatic Hurricane Irma. If you have a boat in your driveway, then times like this are a little easier to deal with.
Ça va. Oh la vache.
Les voitures, oh non!
Ah, la voiture elle va aller s'encastrer dans les barres. Bam.
Beach houses should be built to stand up to water, but even they have their limits. I think it's fair to say that he's gonna have to take the long way home. This was the view from your window? What would you do? If these clips teach us anything, it's that there's always someone worse off than you. The river simply swallowed it whole as if it were nothing more than a light snack.
The flooded River Ganga has ruined houses and businesses on and near its banks.
Footage of a waterfall taken before and after a cyclone. This car seems to have its lights on, but I don't really think it's gonna help. And suddenly, they found themselves living inside a waterfall. As you can see, tsunamis can often strike with no warning whatsoever. A flash flood in Hawaii, taking the landscape completely by surprise.
This is a lot of water coming down the hill.
Is it sand? Is it mud? Is it water? Is it all three? It's amazing how quickly and thoroughly this act of destruction occurs. As floods batter the coast of Turkey, families do whatever they can to survive. A fine example of what not to do when you're visiting Iceland. Street? River? At this vantage point and at this moment in time, it's almost impossible to tell. Well, whatever's happening here, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it shouldn't be. Looks like it's definitely time to get those sandbags out. For this bridge, its dominion over the river has finally come to an end. When the water is the same color as the land, you know something's gone horribly wrong. To perform a rescue in this scary landscape, you need the bravery and heart of a lion. What was once a beautiful and peaceful street is now, well, this. You'd be mistaken for thinking this was a lava flow. What must have been going on through these people's minds as they saw this arriving? A dry, arid landscape. Or at least it was, until today. Constant churning, frightening torrent of rocky grayness. Road? What road? All I see is a river and a gap. An unfortunate place to own a home at this particular moment. Hopefully the residents were all fine. A mudslide, little by little becoming part of this flooded and fast-flowing river. You know it's bad when even the emergency vehicles are being swept away by the current. It's like the earth is quite literally throwing up its insides. If you were filming this, you'd really start wishing you were higher about now. Yes, believe it or not, this is hail. Imagine the destruction to your car windshield. Not a great day to visit this Utah National Park. In fact, a stunningly bad day to visit. You see those people taking selfies? They're about to be significantly less relaxed. After a glacier broke off, boulders suddenly started to move. While walking around Mount Rainier, this hiker was able to capture the terrifying moment when a storm transforms itself into a massive flash flood. And then, a wall of water appeared from behind the trees. This footpath certainly is not going to see any feet for a good while. On second thoughts, we should probably cancel our plans and head straight home. The instant devastation that only a burst dam can provide. This place is called Roaring Creek, and given the sound of this water, it seems to be living up to its name. There's only one kind of flood the Akimbo team wants to encounter, and that's a flood of new subscribers.